Hey, Quench crew. Hi, I'm Lynne.
I'm Jace.
And welcome to our channel,
GenX
Quench, where we are talking about all things pre-retirement. And right now, we are sitting in a park in a town square surrounded by trees and beauty in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Loving Mexico.
Loving Mexico. Here for a few days, taking care of some business and some pleasure. But as Jace and I were walking back to our Airbnb, we started talking about the American dream and really the versions of the American dream, the old American dream and the new American dream, and thought that we would share with you all just some compare and contrast of old and new. And let's have this discussion. Is the American dream still alive or is it dead? What do you think?
Or is it on a respirator? It's dying a slow death.
It could be, but I think that more than likely it's just really something different now. And before we jump into it, as always, if you're new to this channel, please, hope you enjoy. Welcome and thank you for being here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. But let's jump into the American dream. And you know, the old dream used to really be about stuff.
Big house, white picket fence,
car,
big car, name brand, foreign car.
Yeah, that all of your possessions really was the definition of success.
Right.
And I think that the new American dream is really about freedom.
Freedom, experiences.
Right. Freedom to travel, freedom to choose, your freedom of time.
Freedom of time is a big one. Just you do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah. Like right now, it's a Wednesday afternoon.
I'm not looking at Outlook. I'm not looking at emails.
Right. And the other thing about like the possessions and your stuff is that, you know, we're here traveling. We've got a suitcase and we're in an Airbnb.
Yep.
You know, all the things of the big house with the multiple bedrooms and all the stuff.
Overrated.
Not even thinking about it. We'll think about it when we get back home. But right now we've got the clothes on our backs, our toiletries, a couple of electronics, and we've been traveling this way for almost a week and we're doing fine. So yes. I think that part of the new American dream is really about freedom over stuff.
Packing light and going where you want to go when you want to go there.
Right. Next part that we were talking about is work-life balance. And that, you know, I think in a sense, the new American dream, people are over climbing the ladder, at least especially our age. Yeah. So, you know, the old American dream, when you consider it about that, was really, you know, you go to a company.
Try to climb the ladder 25 years, get the C-suite if you can. If you don't, you got your pension, your gold watch, and you got with a bag full of money.
Right.
Now, all those benefits are getting cut. They want you to come back to the office. We got a little taste of freedom during COVID.
Right.
Where we could work from home 100% of the time. You had more balance. You could have dinner with your family. Now it's like, no, son, come on back to the office. Come on back.
Right. So the new dream really is more about flexible work arrangements and doing work that means something. You know, that people, I know we talked to a lot of people in our age group and, you know, they did that. They climbed the ladder. But now when they're looking for something new, they want something more fulfilling, more meaningful. And, you know, one job, one company, one check, it's not necessarily enough in these days.
That's the old paradigm. When you had one stream of income, now you need multiple streams.
Right. Multiple streams of income is definitely very important. And I think that's a big part of the new American dream. The other part of a new American dream is really about health and well-being. Yes. And that's where the wealth really is. You know, the old dream was that you work hard and you make the sacrifices early and then you enjoy health later. You know, I'll do things when I retire and when I slow down and when I have more time. But, you know, how many people have we heard of that they have that kind of adage and then they get sick or they transition surgery, or they pass away or just whatever that they waited and put off all of these experiences and their health for a later date to not get there.
Yeah, now you can't enjoy it. You're too kind of decrepit to do anything. You're bedridden or at least pain the knees, etc. I don't want to do that. I want to go now. I want to go climb mountains, you know, bungee jump, whatever.
Well, and I think it's just more about prioritizing your health and well-being right now, as you say, and exercising your mental health as well.
Yes.
I mean, we're sitting outside now, getting some fresh air, getting some sunshine, And I think you don't wait to do those later. You need to start doing a lot of those things now. Now, we are definitely proponents.
Music in the park, they're testing. So.
Right. Wasn't part of the plan
Spontaneity.
if you can hear the music. But healthcare costs, are usually, that's a factor,
Right.
and that's a consideration. And so, you want to keep your healthcare costs as low as possible for as long as possible. So definitely health is wealth.
Yep.
Take care of yourself, mental, physical, now.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely. While you have benefits, use your EAP if you need those mental kind of benefits. Do that. Go see somebody. I think a lot of people in our age overlook that and just
Right.
they just internalize it and don't take advantage of those benefits while they have those jobs. And
Right.
you see all those jobs disappearing. So
Right. Another part of the American dream, old versus new, is community over competition.
absolutely.
I think the old American dream was really about me and mine. You were taking care of yourself, you were taking care of your household, and that was kind of the individual advancement that you were looking for, as far as like, as long as me and the people under my roof are okay, then we're good. I
Right.
think now in this 21st century and 2020s plus, the new dream is really about collective taking care of and
Right.
support networks. Through this YouTube channel, we have a global network of people
Right.
that we're connected to, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Quench Crew.
That's right. And, you hear a lot more about chosen family, that people are spending time with the people that they choose, not
Right.
necessarily your blood, but I think that it's just more expansive of who your community is, who
Right.
your crew is, and who you're taking care of. And in this American dream, you want to make sure that your people are taken care of.
Right.
You
Who's
know.
your tribe? Who do you vibe with? Who's like-minded, etc. And check in on one another. That's the
Right.
other thing in this me society. I got mine, you got to get yours. People don't check in on one another. When in the past, before integration, we all checked in on one another. We kind of had no choice, but
Right.
I think we lost something once the society kind of changed. But I think we're coming back to that now, almost forced. But
Right. And I think that even the community that you have is just being more intentional, even about where you spend your dollars.
Mhm.
So seeking out to keep your dollars in your community.
True.
So that, your doctors, your attorneys, your accountants, your whole team that helps you live your life, you're putting money back into the communities that look like you.
right.
And I think we're being more intentional about doing that. And that's part of our new American dream, is taking care of each other
Right.
and taking care of the global and larger form of each other. And then finally, looking at legacy and impact, and as opposed to just monetary wealth as being the defining characteristic of success. The old dream, you really just went for financial security and stability. But now it's more than just finances. You want to be living a life of meaning and purpose and leaving a legacy and an impact, so that when we are gone, there is something that is left behind, that we're making a contribution, that, the education and the blessings that we have, that we're passing it along to somebody else, that we're teaching another generation,
that was
of
part
what
of the
we have.
vision, even with our YouTube channel.
Right,
Was we don't have kids, so hey, by doing this channel, we're leaving knowledge that we've gained
right.
for anybody who in the future who wants to get the knowledge. Is free. So,
Right. So we're sharing our information not only with our peer group, but hopefully with generations to come, about having options, about there's a different way to live your life and to live your life fully. And, for us to really just age gracefully
Right.
and age gratefully. And, I think that's really what all of this American dream is about, is that the old American dream, I think it's dead,
Yep.
just kind of trying to work until you drop dead, and hopefully have some years in between there that you can, put off all the stuff for, the future that may or may not come. Whereas, we're really all about enjoying it now.
Yeah, create the paradigm you want to see.
Right.
So create your own American dream, and it doesn't have to be in America. It can be global at this point. Obviously we've talked about Mexican, Panamanian residency. So we're looking to expand our family, our friendships globally. So
Right. So let us know in the comments, what's your definition of the American dream, the current American dream? Is the old American dream still alive, or is it gone by the wayside?
you know what I'm voting for. But anyway,
So, Quench Crew, we appreciate you. Sound off in the comments. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this little short video from the park in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and we'll see you on the next GenX Quench video.
take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.